So we have created a starting line. What we'll be doing now is to measure the length of the pant, trouser or short. For me, mine is 20 inches, so I will just be measuring 20 inches. And I'll be adding 1.5 measurement for the fold. So I want my shorts to have like a thick fold, so I'll be adding 1.5 measurement, so to make it 21.5 measurements. We'll be adding elastic to the waist side. So we'll be folding a portion of the waist side, the up side, the satin line. We're folding a portion in to pass through the elastic. We'll be adding 2 inches to it. So the 2 inches I'll be taking now will be at the length side to extend it down to the length side. So from the starting line, we're going to measure the elastic now. Since we have added to the length, now we can now take the elastic. So the elastic, I'll be taking the 2 inches I've added. So now total, we're going to still have the length after taking this part. We'll be taking the crotch depth. Now your crotch depth is hip divided by 4 with an extension of 1.5. That is what your crotch depth will look like, or 1 inch. So if you don't have butts, you can use 1 inch. If you're not tall, if you're tall and you have butts, you use 1.5 inches. So mine is 11.5 plus 1.5 will make it 13. But instead of me to use 13, I don't want it too down, I decided to use 12 inches. So 11.5 plus 1 inch is making it 12.5. I'll go ahead to measure it as my crotch depth, and then I'll rule a straight line for it. So you go ahead to take your hip divided by 4 and then you mark it. So now for your extension of your crotch, you can decide to add 2 inches or 3 inches as the case may be. For me, because of my butt, I have a big butt, so I will have to use 3 inches so that my crotch doesn't enter. You know, when your crotch enters, it doesn't sit well. But if you know you are just like a normal measurement, normal body size, you can use 2 inches. So for me, I mark 3 inches. And then you will extend this mark, this your hip divided by 4. You will still take it at your waist side. So you don't need to make your waist fitted because it's not a fitted pant, it's an elastic pant. Then you connect the lines. Go ahead to connect it from that point. You go ahead to connect it to join that straight line measurement. Now the next thing we'll be doing is to take your thigh measurement. So for your thigh measurement, you'll be coming down by 4 inches. You come down by 4 inches and then you rule a straight line. To get your lap measurement, you will measure your round lap measurement and you divide it into 2. Now for you to place it on your pattern or on your fabric, you'll have to divide that 13.5. You know that hip measurement, your hip measurement that you did, your hip measurement, you have to divide that line by 2 so that both sides are equal. That's where you will place the measurement. For me, that 11.5, if I divide it by 2, I will get the midpoint. When I get the midpoint, I will extend it down to the thigh line. Then I will take the lap measurement on the thigh line. So now you measure your hip divided by 2. So for my hip divided by 2 is 13.5. So for the 13.5, I'll take one portion of it. Let's assume it's 14. Let's approximate it to 14. So 14, I'll be taking 7 inches on one point and 7 inches on the other point. And then I will mark it. So for the down part, which I'm going to fold for the length part, is 22 inches. 22 inches divided by 11, by 2 is 11. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. So I decided to take 6" at that point because I don't want that side to be tight. I did 6" at one point and did 6" at the other point, and then I will connect the line. And this is what we have for the front pattern. You go ahead to cut it out. You place the front pattern on a fabric. For the back, you would see as I've placed mine on the fabric, and make sure that there is an extra. So the extra you should have should be like 2 to 3 of no, like about 4 to 5 inches for the extension. So have it like that so that when you put your fabric, there will be a way of an extension. So to extend your crotch, now I took 3 inches before to extend it. I'll be extending it with the same 3 inches again at the back side. So you see that the crotch will not really sit. You can't just extend it like that. So I will come out by 2 inches so that when I connect it to the new extension backside, it will relax. Then when you're taking the 2 inches, as you are going to the waist part, you'll be moving in. So let's say you're taking 2 inches, you from 2 to 1.5 or 1.5 to 1 until you get to the exact waist measurement. So that's what I did for mine. But you can decide to take 2 inches down. But for me, that's what I did so that the waist, both waist measurements would actually connect together. So for this part, you extend it by 2 inches because you cannot curve it. If you curve it, it will relax. So you just extend it by 2 inches and then you go ahead to cut it. So that is all for the cutting part and the drafting part of a shirt. So with this, you should be able to make your shirt. Until next time, bye.